Hello everybody, Infinite Shinjo here, and welcome back to episode 11 of my Q&A series. It's honestly a bit hard to believe that it's been going on for this long, and you guys still have new questions for me to answer. But I know that there was at least one comment that was saying, hey, you didn't answer my question in the last video, minutes or days after I posted the Q&A. And like I've mentioned before, if I don't get to a question in this episode, it will be on the next one. For reference, this is being recorded on Thursday, August the 8th. So if you post a comment for a question after Thursday, August the 8th, then there's a chance it won't be in this video. A very good chance. But there's one question in this video that I'm kind of looking forward to tackling, kind of not, but I'm sure you'll know that one when I get to it. So let's get started. Jamie Jackson has two questions. Question 1, have you ever played any of the Final Fantasy games? If so, what's your favorite Final Fantasy character and game? I have not played any of the Final Fantasy games, so that basically sums up the whole question. And question 2, what are your thoughts on the outrage on Pokemon Sword and Shield with the whole removing of the National Dex thing? So, for a bit of background, which I'm not sure if I really need to show any background because I feel like everybody knows about it anyway. Basically, the whole fandom is in a hissy fit because there's not going to be every single Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and they're removing them for, I don't know exactly what the reason is. Essentially, people are upset that their favorite mons aren't going to be able to be transferred over in Sword and Shield. And where do I even start with this? First of all, I will say that there's two sides to it. And the one side is the people that are just like, hey, Pokemon Company, whoever, I'm not that big of a fan of you removing all the Pokemon for Sword and Shield. If it's possible, can you bring them back in a later installment to the Switch series? But on the other hand, there are people that are literally boycotting Pokemon with this whole hashtag bring back the National Dex, hashtag Dexit, yada yada yada, and they're already writing off Sword and Shield as a terrible game just because of this one thing. And while I feel like it's kind of strange that they're not able to bring every Pokemon in Sword and Shield, because I would assume the Switch has a higher capacity to bring all the Pokemon into the game, when even the 2DS, 3DS was able to do that with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That part's a little bit of a question for me, but I don't work at Game Freak. I don't know how any of this stuff works, so it might be something that I'm not aware of. That part's a little bit fuzzy to me, but on the other hand, there are those people that just don't want to take it sitting down. There are those people that are boycotting the Pokemon games and are saying Sword and Shield are going to be a terrible game, even though with everything that has been shown, Marnie, Team Yell, Galarian forms, all this stuff is still recent from the trailer, so that's probably why it's in my head. But the games look very good. And I don't think not having a handful of Pokemon is going to change that. Even though it's going to be more than a handful, but you get my point. Moreover, what is the point of new Pokemon games? To use the new Pokemon that are available. It would be kind of ridiculous if, say, Sword and Shield has all the new mons, but your team still ends up being mons from the past 7 generations, and you don't use any of the new mons. It makes sense in that sense that they don't have every mon, because it encourages people to use some of the new mons that are available in the game. And from a competitive standpoint, it means that we're not going to see the same 6 mons over and over at every competition. I'm not really into competitive myself, but I know that there are those mons that are always used And if they're not available in Sword and Shield, that'll encourage people to use different mons. Like, say for example, if Salamence isn't available, you have other dragon flying types available with Dragonite. Point is, it encourages people to use mons that they've never used before, and not just because they're popular. I think at the end of the day, there are those people that are approaching this in a sensible manner and are thinking, I'm not really a fan of this whole remove the national dex thing, but I'm gonna get the games anyway. But there is that silent majority, or not so silent majority, that are boycotting Pokemon and causing this whole mess of bullcrap that every time I think of this whole national dex thing, it becomes negative just because of all these people that are going about it the wrong way. Although, can I just say, I love how they basically predicted this was all going to happen with the whole national dex thing. The Pokemon fanbase turns toxic, and then they incorporate Team Yell into the game, which is a toxic fanbase. Love that bit of irony. Yuya Hunt Gacha /SAO /Final Fantasy /Tokyo Ghoul asks, do you like Final Fantasy? And I don't want to say no, because technically it's that I haven't played Final Fantasy. If I would play it, I might like it, but it's just one of those things where I don't have enough time during the day to do everything that I want to do. It's all just time constraints, but at the end of the day, you just gotta make room for what actually matters. And for me at the moment, learning about a new video game isn't something that's high on my priority list. Divine Guardian asks, what is your favorite version of Omnimon? There's Omnimon Ultra B and Ultra D, Omnimon X, Omnimon Zwart, and Omnimon Ultra S, all from games. Look them up and give your honest opinion. Alright, let me look them up. I'm assuming Omegamon is Omnimon, because I just typed in Omnimon and all these pictures of Omegamon are showing up. So let's see. Ultra B? I really like Ultra B. Oh, Ultra S has a cannon of some sort. Where's Ultra D? Let me see if I can find it. There's, oh my gosh! Zwart looks sick! Hold on, let me see. So I looked up B, I need to look up Omnimon Ultra D. There's Zwart again. Is there an Ultra D? I'm not seeing it. Unless one of these is mistyped. Because there's two things that are saying Ultra B, one of them isn't. One of them's some dude with a cape. I'm not even seeing X anywhere. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, there's D. Okay. I didn't look up X yet. Unless I have seen it and I just don't know it. Okay. Is that X? There's a picture here with Omnimon, but it also shows some guy with blue wings? I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can increase this, see what's going on. Oh, that's Beelzebub. Beelzebumon X. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. That does look like Itmon's evolution. Oh, there's a Megamon X. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Alright, I made my decision. It's not that smart of a decision, but just looking at all of them, I'm gonna say Omnimon Zwart. Just because I hope I have this right. Zwart's the one with the big dark cape, right? I really like that. It just looks super edgy, and I just love that. He just reminds me of Necrozma in some sort of way. I hope I'm talking about the right one. So the last two questions for today come from Carl Aguilar, and before I go into them, I believe it was this person on one of the early episodes of this series. They asked me a question, and because there was no real punctuation and maybe grammatical errors, I kind of berated them in a bit, but kind of made it as a joke. And I just want to throw out a very humble apology because I was trying to make a joke, and at the same time, I have to remember that not everybody knows as much English as I do, which, if you've seen my videos, might be impossible to realize. But that's all water under the bridge. I hope it wasn't meant to be taken too seriously, because nothing on my channel should be taken too seriously. So for the questions, are you watching Kami-sama Minari Himitsu no Kokotama? Because Lucky Tama is my favorite character of the world. I watched Kira Kira Happy Hirake Kokotama only season 2 arc. Now I actually think I've heard of this. Crazy enough, I think I've heard of this. Because like the show has, I think I have this right. This show is like about eggs or something, right? I think that's what it was. I recognize the name Lucky Tama, but I am not watching it. How long is it? Because that would impact me watching it, because I'm already watching Hunter x Hunter. I'm probably done by the time this video comes out, maybe. But like I said earlier, there's only so much time in the day, and it might be something that I would enjoy, but who knows? Question 2, have you watched Star Twinkle Precure anytime? Star Twinkle? I don't believe I have, but I did watch... Which one was that? That was one of the Precure series that I discussed in Let's Talk Anime. I can't remember which one it is. This is where post-production Shinjo should come in and say which one it was. And if I don't, you can just go back on my Let's Talk Anime series. I guess I could just not put it in and have you watch my whole series. Not really sure if that would really benefit me, because I'm not getting money from this, but whatever. Short answer, no. But I might have watched one series, because I recognize the series name Precure. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. Like I said earlier, I was kind of looking forward to talking about the National Dex thing, and I kind of wasn't, because I know I say this all the time and it never happens, but this could be the video that gets a lot of hate comments on it. Even though I always say it and it never happens, who knows, this could be the one. But let me just say first that I'm really looking forward to Sword and Shield. The games look incredible. I really like Marnie as a character. I love her design. And if I get the time and I can have enough things to talk about, I might make a video about the potential for the Gen 8 anime. Or if it's just left as a Q&A episode question, then I can just do it like that. Either one's fine with me. But if you enjoyed, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, leave any questions that you have down in the comment section, and I will see you in the next episode. Momentai.